Although I am very aware that some people are not catching this live right away, but if you clicked on the video now, it's probably because it was available to view. But it is early in the morning now, unless folks are on their phone at 7:20 a.m. in the morning like me. Okay, 7:20 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And today is Monday, August 11th, 2025. I guess you will be tuned in to the live. Anywho's, good morning, everyone. I welcome you. And today we're going to talk about how Trump plays diversion while wink, wink, Vance might just try the plot twist. Now, for those of you black folks, hardcore black folks, okay, like me and all of us black folks, strong black folks, all of us, for the most part, before I start, have sat down to probably see once in our life when we were younger. Well, I'm 38 years old. So if you're around my age or close to it, you have seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central without drinking your juice in the hood. And if you've seen that movie, and even if you're a white person, you've seen that movie, there is a part where the Wayne's brother, he says, Marlon Wayans, he says, you know what? I'm going to work at the bank, right? And I'm going to work myself up to manager. And I'm going to rob them niggas blind. And that saying has never came out of my head. And that's where I get my thought process from as I add up what's going on in the White House. So, again, today is August 11th, 2025. Today is Monday, and you are tuned into a hot and heavy morning war notes, and we are live, where honesty is standard and silence is not an option here, not with my First Amendment still in place. Because remember, they still have us black folks as second-class citizens, so I'm going to at least take advantage of my First Amendment right. First off, Donald J. Trump, a former felon and current political lightning rod, is desperately trying to change the conversion yet again conversation. Instead of facing the growing pressure over the Epstein files and his inner circle's involvement, he's now tearing apart university demographics. If you just got into the room, I welcome you. Good morning, and please stay put. You're going to want to hear this. Vance has something up his sleeve. You're going to want to hear this. Now, Trump, he's pushing for racial breakdowns in classrooms, another authoritarian tear at democracy's foundations. Now, it's not about fairness. It's about dividing us. That's what he wants to do. If you just came into the room, make sure you stay. Make sure you stay till the end. It's going to be a quick video. However, quick broadcast, shall I say, because we're live. This radio broadcast. So on this radio broadcast, it's going to get hot and heavy real quick. And we're going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. So just be calm. And if you're behind your phone right now, just sit there just for a couple of minutes. I promise you, you're going to be able to get out of here and do what you got to do and scroll where you're going to want to scroll. But you got to listen to this. Trump, convicted felon Trump, Donald J. Trump, yellow man. Okay, he's pushing for racial breakdowns, and it's to divide us. Now, if you are brown, if you're black, if you're Asian, if you're Indian, if you're Middle Eastern, or from any background that isn't his version of acceptable, even if you're Canadian, take note. You're being cornered. Now listen, don't go anywhere now. You're not being cornered, not through overt violence, but through institutional marginalization. Stay still. Don't go anywhere. Don't click out of the video. You got to hear this stuff, y'all. Now, it's why in the not too distant future, even American-born people with immigrant roots may feel pushed to leave the country we know. Keep listening. And what's worse, many who voted for him didn't see this coming. They thought it was about, quote, order. If you just got into the room, don't leave. It's important. We're about to finish up quick, but it's important. They thought it was about order or making life better without realizing the long-term wreckage their complacency would bring upon their own kids. These are the MAGA Republicans who went out and voted, and they didn't think about the consequences later. Don't go anywhere. If you're a MAGA, I want you to stay. I want you to listen to this. We need more MAGAs waking up because a lot of them are sleeping on this. Now, listen. But in the darkness, now this is where it picks up. Don't go anywhere, y'all. Keep listening. In the darkness, there may be a glimmer. Let me tell you why. J.D. Vance, this is why I'm telling you guys don't to click outlet. Listen to what I'm saying. Let this sink inside. And then once y'all get out of this broadcast, then y'all realize what I'm talking about. Those of you who jump out and leave, y'all might be busy, whatever the case may be, but I'm telling you, you got to hear this. J.D. Vance, a man who called Trump, quote, America's Hitler. Again, I repeat, J.D. Vance has said on live TV plenty of times that Trump, Donald J. Trump, let's not confuse it with any other Trump, because I think his cousin Mary Trump, she cool. But listen, don't go anywhere if y'all just came in, and make sure y'all subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you're going to want to be subscribed, because I have plenty of updates coming. And the drama is not going to end anytime soon. And the factual news is not going to end anytime soon. Now, J.D. Vance, he said out of his mouth that Donald J. Trump was America's Hitler once. Okay. Now, overnight, he became his vice president. Now, listen to what I'm thinking now. Listen to the plot twist. Don't go anywhere. Overnight, this man, the same man who wasn't a racist, who cared about immigrants, who loved Ohio and doing everything correctly, overnight, he became Donald Trump's vice president. He came out the woodworks. It was announced to everybody out the woodworks. Nobody was even thinking about Vance being a possibility, because we knew that Vance thought that America's Hitler is Trump. And I think he still thinks that. Keep listening. Is this just about money? I ask you, as the listener, do you think that his position is about money? Keep listening. Maybe. But I think that it's bigger. Keep listening. He's moved quietly. He's moved strategically, possibly positioning himself for pivotal betrayal. Now listen, perhaps in months, I feel like in a couple months or even less than that, maybe a week or two, I feel that Vance is going to turn his back on Trump. Vance is going to turn his back on Trump. That's what I feel. Okay. And then I feel that what's going to happen is that he's going to come in and he's going to restore sane immigration policies. And he's going to become the hope many of us yearn for. It might sound crazy to think that with all of the craziness that Vance is saying on television, it might sound crazy to put any hope in this man. But I'm going to put a glimmer of hope in him, because we ain't got no other choice right now as far as presidency, political wise. But if you see the picture bigger, see his, what they call stupid Republicans, they can't see this big picture. But I think that Vance is hood, and I think that Vance came in with his hillbilly strategy. And I think that he decided the only way I'm going to be able to do what I want to do and get my money and get position is that I got to kiss this man's ass, get to the top. And once I'm at the top, then I'm going to shut that shit down. It just makes sense, right? Think about that. If you wanted a position at the top, some people, as honest as you are, maybe you've never told a lie in your life, but if you wanted a position bad enough and you went ahead and jumped for that position and you said, I'm going to get to the top and I'm just going to fuck it up. I think that Vance is going to do that. I think that that's where Vance is heading, and nobody else is seeing it. And just like I don't have 1,000 subscribers here yet, I don't have the whole world listening to me. If I had the whole world listening to my thoughts right now, everybody and their mama be saying, you know what? That might be true. But because this video is not going to circulate every single where, because I don't have the subscriber and the followings for this to circle every single where, we have a little handful of people like us that are listening and saying, yeah, man, this man right here, he has something up his sleeve. But he has to get completely to the top. Him being vice president is not completely at the top yet. I think he has a hillbilly strategy. And I think he knows that Donald Trump is not in the best health condition and anything can happen any day. And I think that he's positioning himself to take over the presidency. And when he takes over the presidency, I feel that he's going to bring the hope. And I feel that he is going to want to shut everything down. Why not? You'll be already at the top. You'll be already at the top. Now, Marco Rubio feels it too. If you ever look at the videos when little baby Marco's in the corner, he looks perplexed. He looks lost. You know, if you look in the corner, you'll see him sitting behind next to Trump when he's doing his little speeches and stuff. And you'll see Marco not looking at the camera. He's looking the other way because he just looks like he doesn't want to be involved. And I think that I see it in his silence. He's not naive. He's just waiting and he's watching. Little Marco is waiting and watching. And when you guys continue to see these speeches come out on national television with the president, look who's behind him. Watch their face expressions. It's urgent that you watch the face expressions because these people look like, oh my lordy, what is this man saying? Is he really saying what he's saying? And why am I behind him, supporting him in any type of way? So I think that he's just sitting there and he's watching. So today I'm telling you all, as my listeners, wake up. And if you was a MAGA, you ain't a MAGA no more, or you confused, wake up. And if you're a Democrat, just sit back and watch. Sit back and watch because the MAGA Republicans are destroying themselves. They're destroying themselves, especially now that Marjorie Taylor Greene has came out and said what she had to say, what they call her MGT or MTG. But even she's getting to her breaking point. So the MAGA is turning on each other, and it's great. I love it. I love the fact that they're turning on each other. I have to say that. I love the fact that they turn on each other because if this was the Democrats doing what the Republicans are doing, they'll be calling us out. They'll be telling the damn liberals this, damn liberals that. They'll be having us all on blast. If we were a list of pedophiles hanging out together on people's island in their boats and their houses and their mansions, whatever the case may be, they would they would they would have a way in order to try to downplay us or try to make us seem like we're the enemy. You know, they'll try to seem like they're the enemy. So with all of that being said, I apologize. I was talking to my husband in the background. But today I'm telling you all just to wake up. No more passive agreement. Don't let them gaslight you into thinking that this country still works for everyone because it doesn't. Keep your eyes on Vance. He may just become America's reset button. I thank you all for listening. That wraps up today's Uncensored Report. And I am Pavi LG, bringing you War Notes Live. Stay vigilant, stay human. And until next time, I am signing off at exactly 7:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today, again, is Monday, August 11th, 2025. Appreciate you all listening. Thank you for tuning in.